Good day all and welcome to Nat's Knackers Yard with my new shiny sign up there. It finally arrived. I've kept my old one, I'm just going to use that for more locally stuff. A quick preview of the DNA paintwork, which is now all done and ready for pickup. But what I did want to show you was the exhaust from the ER5, so I've whipped it off. Really simple affair. It is just bolts up the top, holding up the top end, one bolt in the middle, and then one at the end. Now I took it off because I'm sure I can do something with this, just to make it a bit smarter. I'm sure I can. Now it's an all-in-one unit, which is a bit strange, but it's an ER5 thing, and it has been blacked at some stage before, so my initial intention was just to go black at the end, black to somewhere, and then probably just black the whole exhaust. But then I started to think it just looks a little bit, when I see black paint on something, it's generally covering up something, so I thought I'd do a little bit of an exploratory. So got the drill with the old Scotch-Brite on the end, and a bit of look at the exhaust underneath, and actually that was like 30 seconds. It was actually on nick on my polisher actually with the Scotch-Brite pad, but yeah, that's come off fine. But actually had a quick go at the black as well, and under the black with a bit of work could be fine. Now I think it would look better shiny, 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 shiny. But what I'm going to do is a little bit of evening work tonight, possibly maybe some tomorrow night. I'll have to see how I get on, and just have a go at it, see what I can get off. If I can get it all shiny, 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 bro, awesome. That will add a certain degree of look to the bike, particularly because I think it's an original can. Please feel free to correct me otherwise, oh mighty internet, if you know differently, but I think it's the original can. So the original can in decent order will add a fair amount of uniqueness to the bike. So yeah, I'm going to have a go at it with the old drill and the Scotch-Brite over the next couple of evenings and see how I get on. And the only reason I'm filming this is because I'm quite aware that I very rarely seem to do before and afters. I tend to just do afters and then tell you how brilliant I am, which isn't really the point of the game. So that is the exhaust, and that is a fine Scotch-Brite with a little screwy stub type thing. I'd love to do it on nick, my polisher over the back there, but it's just so big and so cumbersome and so awkward, I just can't do it. It's let alone with too many bikes in the garage. So I've taken the Scotch-Brite pad off, and I'll give it a go over the next couple of evenings. So that's what it looks like now. The next shot you'll see is what it looks like after a bit of time and effort. Cool. Okay, so it's the evening now, as you can tell by the dishwasher going in the background in the kitchen. After first pass, it's looking a lot better, but I don't think I'm going to go for a polished finish, and I'll show you why. Under the paint, it's had a repair on the edge there, which is why it was painted, which is fine, it's not a problem. It means I probably will go back to black. It means I am going to have a bit of a go at this evening though, just trying to get rid of the worst of them scratches. So another day, another slight change of mind really. To cover up that repair, I really needed to paint that end cap. I mean, it looks fine. In fact, it's painted really well. That's the old high temperature paint. I managed to find some. I had some cheap I bought a while ago kicking around in the garage, so why not? Because I'd done the cap, it would have looked odd without the base that was done before, so that's now nicely blacked as well. And I've just done the lot rather than polishing or attempting to polish the downpipes, mostly because they were quite crudded up around the top, and frankly for the age and value of the bike it's just not worth trying to polish them up to a high sheen, so I've just gone black for them. So that's just hanging up to dry. I've just done the tag-ons as well. They were properly rusted, so they've had a good de-rust and a coat just to get them to knit in a little bit, and I'll leave those to dry off and then chuck them back on the bike at some point. Cool. And there we go, that's the exhaust back on. A bit squeezed for space because I'm right at the back of the garage. I got rid of a lot of the worst of the scratches on the exhaust. It needs a polish up because it's got my handprints and everything else on it from mounting it. Don't get me wrong, still scratches in it, but it's a lot better than it was. And the overall effect of all the black is pretty good, I think. Yeah. One of my other like midweek projects was to try and do something with the grille. You can see the gold there. So on the other one, front of the bike, from the other side, you just get, you know, an open, or it comes with just an open piece, and behind it is just the airbox. So didn't like the look of it, so I had a bit of a play. So that grill is just the mesh you use for the back of bodywork that you tend to use to just glue over the back, and then put some filler over the top just to glue stuff together. So got a couple of bits of that, sprayed it gold, put some of the sparkle on top as well, sprayed it really lightly because what I didn't want to do was just fill up all the gaps with paint, and then just stuck it to the back of the housing. So by stuck, that's using the 2-part compound of the plastic cement. So yeah, I think that looks pretty cool actually. I really quite like the effect of that. Right, still got an issue starting. The battery is shagged, so I've just ordered a new one. Start off the jump box fine every time, first time not a problem, but I think that is the last thing left to do on this. The only other bit of beautification, and what do you think, people? I think painted tanks look a bit bare. I'm not a sticker fan by any stretch of the imagination, but I do think a Kawasaki across there, probably because it's on top, it'll look, if it's just a flat sticker, I think it'll just look a little bit rubbish. But you can get the sort of like the gel ones, the ones with a bit of relief. So I think a nice gold Kawasaki across there. But what do you reckon, people? What do you reckon? Right, that'll do me for now. Yeah, thanks very much all. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. We'll keep going and see what we end up with. Cheers all.